Hi, welcome to the stream. I don't know why I change my voice that much when I do this intro, but I'm Frank Boucher, your host. And for the next 2 hours, about 2 hours, we'll try to do it. 2 hours. We're live coding today. We're working, and yeah, I'm having so much trouble with my glasses this morning. So yeah, we'll be live coding today, working on the URL shortener. So it's a project we worked on here. It's a simple, take a long URL, make it short. It's deployable in Azure. So in your Azure subscriptions, we have the full control. Recently, the project was moved under Microsoft account, and they did some changes to make it so it could work for one of their clients and working with the Azure Communication Services. And for us, it was still possible to deploy and work and everything, but we lost a little bit of security. And so I was thinking, how can I fix it? Make it so like everybody's happy, and I found a way to do it. And so I start making some kind of proof of concept of like what I want to do, and today we'll be working on that, continuing not the proof of concept because it's been approved, so we'll continue working on that. This is like huge. Let me bring come on. Let's do this instead. Okay. Cool. Okay, let me bring... Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. Oh yeah, I see it didn't follow. Let me check. No? Okay. If I do this. Aha! It's maybe a touch quiet. Oh, the music is a little bit quiet. Yeah, it's always... I don't want the music to be too loud. I can move it a little bit louder. You're coming to Toronto for a wedding a few weeks. Oh, excellent. Never been. Really? Will be your first time in Canada? In a few weeks, so in July? Will be hot. Will be nice. Not hot like uncomfortable. Hot nice, I think. Well, good for you. Good for you. Oh. Okay, so. Oh, yeah. I went to Niagara Falls last falls. Was it spring or falls? I think it was falls. Yeah, it was late in the falls, and it was my second time going to Niagara. No, I was not into Niagara like the falls itself. It was more like the winery part, and it was the second time. I think the first time it was just like I don't know, 12 years old, something like that. So a long time. So what I want to work, and New York has been a very long time also. New York was my first. I did that with my wife, and that was my first flight ever. What I want to show you is, yeah, this one. So let's bring that to the chat. Let's go here. So this is what I want to work on. So I already start working on, and I want to continue, but I just want to give you context since I start working on that on offline. And yeah, I will probably create like blog posts and like very specific narrow polish video about that, because I think it's important, since like it's a not a redesign but re-architecture. Yeah, that's a word, right? Changing the architecture, re-architecting, I think you understand what I mean. So this is a little bit big. I would like us to be able to see a little bit more. Cool. So what I want to do is, because right now the Azure function, our API, is an Azure function, and because like the clients, the original redesign, in fact, the design we had prior to Microsoft merging the project was, we had like a very basic URL shortener, so it was just like a redirect, and everything else to manage was really inside. So it was another Azure function, and it was inside the tiny Blazor admin, and those API are not accessible from the outside. So it was perfect for us, since, you know, we don't want everybody to create new URL. But for them, they wanted a little bit more in a term of, let's say, a CLI, where they create tons and tons of like short URLs and things like that, and they will implement their own security. I was like, okay, that's great. So they move everything in one, and they kind of remove the security. So it was bad. So not last Friday, because last Friday was a holiday for me, but last stream, voila. Last stream, we tried to add security to our Azure function, and honestly, that works perfectly. We were able to change the access level of our Azure function, and then inside the Blazor static web. The music is too loud for me. Inside the tiny Blazor admin website, we were reading into the setting files and like passing that, and that works on my machine. But when deployed in Azure, I don't know why, I assumed that the static web app was able to read the config of the Azure setting web file. You know, the Blazor WebAssembly app. I assumed it was able to read the setting that was waiting inside the configuration, the app setting of the Azure static web app, but it can't. So I was like, I could create another Azure function that read that and push it, and you know, we could do it this way. But I was like, I feel kind of like a weird workaround. And I thought about that thing. And that thing is like, I want to move all the logic inside the shortener core. So all the logic will be there, including talking to the database. So then what we can do is, depending on what we need to do, we just create a wrapper implementing, or wrapping up, implementing is the good word, implementing the function we want. If we want to apply security, we manage that part. If we want to manage some error, we manage that part. But all the logic related to the URL is done in that core. And that core eventually could become a NuGet package. So if someone want to create, I don't know, like the Well, I have that project open for like so long, but a URL shortener CLI, you just need to do that, make a wrapper around it, and like you're good to go. So the pattern is we'll have a full version. So the Azure function will still have everything kind of open. Like, so if there's no security implemented, if you want some, you need to add some. And then for us, like when you deploy the thing with the tiny Blazor admin website, we'll have the Azure function light. The Azure function light is just the URL redirect. And then we'll have the Azure function admin, I guess. Like we don't care about the other one, even if the URL shortener, the redirect is still implemented in there, because it will be the one that we will deploying inside the static web app. Yeah, that's the point. So we'll have the Azure URL. This one will be exposed, and the other one from inside the admin will have everything, but we'll only be calling what we need. And after that, like that's why here I was like, hey, if someone want to create the CLI, they could create this and even like implement more, like doing some batching. I know it was one of the it was a feature request, so we could do that, and like we could implement so many different things. I know we start working at creating a connector, so it could be used also in the Power Platform. So I think doing that change, like moving the logic inside a core library instead of having it inside the Azure function, will improve the capability of like just having multiple different versions of it without having to do again all the logic. Oh yeah, she worked for BMO. She went to Quebec. I'm guessing she went to Montreal, but Quebec the province or Quebec the city? So that's the plan of the stream today. Working on this. We're working on a version. So I create in my second GitHub project, GitHub account, because since I'm an admin and it's connected to my Microsoft account, I cannot go to this page, the Microsoft one, when I'm not on my Microsoft laptop. So that's why I created a second account. So, but there's nothing in there. It's just like a way for me to walk around that security. Obviously, I don't have access to any admin stuff. I can only do the admin stuff on my Microsoft laptop, but it's good enough for us to code. So I just want to have, that was a few things earlier today. Cool. And I was having some weird issue. So I don't know why. So I think I had those issues also in the past on this stream, but for example, the repo here is the AZRL shortener in my Fboucheros account, okay? But if I go here and try to do a fetch, it says that you must grant your auth token access to this organization. Oh yeah, but that's Frank's laptop. And even if I change and I go for Fboucheros, I think I cannot do it. Can I? Yeah, I know. Please make sure you have access to the right, okay? And here I do fetch. Resource protected by a SML enforcement. You must create a auth token access to this. This is, I'm sure it's clear, but I just don't understand what it means. I think I think we have the code. So list is done. That's the last part of the work I did. So I think we'll try to have some code today. I don't want to fix my laptop and setting. I think my laptop, I've been like changing the, what do you call that again? The, is it repository? I think it's the repository for all your app and stuff. For .NET, I swapped it a few times, like going for the beta and alpha bits, and I try a bunch of stuff and customize, and I think I kind of and like upgrade. So I think my Linux environment right now, this is Linux, this is Ubuntu, feel a little bit like, you know, yeah. So I think maybe I will need to reinstall everything, because like I'm messing around with early bits. Cool. Oh yeah, so I did that. Okay, cool. Boom. Okay, that's nice. See, like, for example, I know I fixed that in the past, but now I don't have like the, can I show it? Close. That square character used to be okay, and now like it's broken. So I think somewhere when I did a bunch of stuff, I screwed it up. Maybe it's a stream. I should do that. I want to start streaming another time. So like, so I will be streaming twice a week. So maybe it's good content for another stream. Let's fix your environment and then document everything that we do so we can remember, or script. That would be even better. .NET restore. Let's try that. Oh yeah, so this... Okay. I would like to not use this. I don't need it. Excellent. So why was there? The worker HTTP, I think. Okay. Look like we didn't need it. Let's try to build. Then I will show you a little bit the code I did. Bunch of warning. Okay, but no error. Excellent. Okay, so let's have a look. So what I did here, whoops. So what I did here is, well, core was already there. So I want to move the logic there. So right now what we do, most of the work we'll be doing is like taking the business logic from the function and moving it to core, and then just like wrap it up. And I did an experiment when I did the redirect. So redirect is in function and also in the function light. Function light only contain redirect. Okay, so let me show you. So I will stop the zoom, the crazy zoom. If we go in core, see, I did change that. Can I do a pull here? I thought I changed that. Did I? So let's go in core extra. I want to see if it's there. Maybe we'll need to work in a container. In the core, yeah, so it is services, service. list done. And here, what was the last? Wait, what? No, that's not what I want to do. Last commit message. Nope, no message. No, I want to. Oh, history. So list is done. That's the last. Oh yeah, but yeah. So why don't I have it? Oh yeah, it is service. Why? Oh, so I still have domain. Oh yeah, no. Oh my god. Frank, more coffee. Okay. So I have domain are just like classes, and I know like some comment on GitHub also were like, hey, like, you know, there's a lot of repetition and stuff. It's true. We build, and like you can clearly see the extension of that project. Like, you know, I say extension, but you know, when you build a house and then like you had a bunch of extension, and it kind of show because it's, you know, that's what happens to this project. So I think when it's functional and there's security, maybe we can refact to make it more clear, but at least now it still works. So it's just like style and stuff like that. So we'll need to do that. Right now, what we're working on is to provide security to all our users. So we have here the URL services. I don't know why I put an S here. And then inside of it, we'll have all the function. Is there a way to collapse all? No. So for example, redirect. So I move the logic here. So redirect is just like, hey, you know what? And it's returning the redirect. I have the list. So this will return a list of response, and just like that. So then if you go, for example, if we go in the function light, it only contain, oh, I could go bigger, right? Voila. Can only contain one function. I still put S in case I put something else, but I think it will only be that one. So then the redirect is extremely simple, right? It just like get the new URL action. Oh, should change that. Yeah, it's not URL action. We'll call that URL services. And then I do like the redirect. Let's go bigger. So here it is. So I'm calling the redirect passing the short URL, the settings, and the logger, and that's it. And then the real, not the real, but the complete, I did change here, I think. Yeah, so now it's called services. So we need to do that change too on the other side. But it's the same implementation. For that one is like really like the same thing, but all other services, so the archive, create, and all those, update, delete, and things like that, will be unique there. So that's why we need to move the logic inside the core. So let's, you know what, let's start with this, because let's go into the light version. Initially, I thought URL action will be cool and it'll be like action, redirect, action, but then like it's more service. So that's why I changed it. So, but this class doesn't exist. Oh yeah, but this project is not part of the solution. It's true. Oh, that's a problem. Should add it. Oh, one thing we could. Do we want to do that? Should resist. There's now the there's now the kit tool. Do we want to install that? I think I won't. What if I screw up my environment? Should we go and do that? I think we want to do that. Whew. Yeah, the dev kit. .NET kit. Oh, is it just on Windows? I thought it was also on... Oh, it's called .NET Dev Kit. That was possible also. Let's Google with Google. Oh no, I think I'm using DuckDuckGo here. VS Code Dev Kit.net. Yeah. Announcing the C#, not .net. It was C#. I was searching .net. Maybe that's why I didn't find it. Yeah. Oh, and did it go? Ooh, that could be cool too. But let's go with this one. Because then, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, there was a solution also, so we could add the project. So now when I do that Netbuild, it will build every project. So if there's like a change happening, we'll see like if there's a trouble, because right now that new function that I had is not part of the functions. Okay, so now sign to your Visual Studio subscription benefit. Okay. I want to using Microsoft. Yep. Okay, so let me go here. Though I don't want you. So let's try this here. Okay, and we'll go. Okay. I think this one's still using the good Microsoft account, but just in case. Okay, so the C# dev kit extension required a pre-release version of the C#. Please upgrade. Yeah, sure. Installing. Whew. Okay, so here I have, whoop, what was it? There was some message, but then it vanished. I don't know why it does that. Wow. One reload, but I don't see it. Oh, installed. Which one required a GitHub code space? Okay, reload. Okay. One thing also that is super cool is the new Git length. I think it's down here. That's pretty cool. You could see like the all the visuals, like the bar and like so straight inside. Oh, I'm right on top of it, but you can see a bunch of stuff and it's pretty cool. Okay, so what I want to see now is, oh, Solution Explorer. So now I have the Solution Explorer. So see, here I don't have the function light. So can I add it? New project, new solution folder. Can I add something that already exists? Yeah, no, I want to create something. Huh. Oh, that's cool. I never saw that. Do you see this? That's pretty nice. Okay, that's cool. Oh, we could do it with the CLI. Let's do that. Okay. Let's maximize this page. Let's close this. So there's a .NET, and then it's SLN, add, and then we need to specify the project file. So I think it will be this, and then it will be oops, voila, core, and then we go with function light. So function oh yeah, okay, so it's function light, and then it's this. Yeah, cool. So with the, I learned that recently. I'm super happy with it. Is like you can now whoop. Okay, I'm back. That was weird. I look at the camera. I look at myself and the little screen of the camera. I just kind of I broke the camera. So yeah, so now you can add you can now it's not true. I discover that .NET CLI SLN for solution make you you have some function, the CLI let you manipulate your solution. So since I was using Linux and VS Code, I didn't have that before, but now with the new extension, I have it. So now I have it. So see, it's modified, and now we have the function light. So now if I do the .NET build, Haha, now it's like, what are you talking about? So let's have a look. Okay, let's do a restore maybe before. Because it's complaining about some stuff that should be there. The function attribute. Okay, what looks pretty sure everything was fixed there. That's the core. I want to go with the function. If I check the project, worker, well, I can bring those three, though I don't think we need those three. So let's keep that. And this is the other one. So I could bring that other one. This one was not present. Right, and here I have now SDK 1.7. I can go higher. And the worker SDK, no, worker SDK is 1.7. And the worker was 1.6. Should I add this too? Okay. We still have 6 errors. 4 errors. Okay. I need to... and I will move myself in the other corner. I will be hiding the solution explorer, but I don't think we'll use it that much for now. Let's have a look to those errors. So add Singleton. Yep. Why did I not add that one? Pretty sure it was there in the other one, right? Yeah. I don't know why I didn't. I'm guessing hosting will also be an error. Nope. Bind. Voila. Cool. So let's try to build again. And if you're unfamiliar with the .NET, why it's building all the project is because maybe I should have explained not everybody is like a .NET developer, and that's fine. We're in friends here. So a solution, where is it? It's here. A solution is a group of projects. You could have as many projects as you want. You could have different solution to build different, you're regrouping different projects all together. So right now what I did is just like I regroup all the projects inside the same solution. So when I do build, it build everything, and if there's dependencies, it will be resolved this way. We could say, and then like create different solution based on like what we want to deploy or things like that. But for now, this solution is just used to compile and make sure that everything is working. I think if we implement unit test also will be great. So, this will be tested correctly, appropriately. This is very hard to say. Okay, so now we have an error on line 30, and it says it doesn't know the class URL services. That's interesting. It should. Oh, if I do this, where did I implement the services? Did I put it in services or something like that? I didn't put the... I don't have a... Okay, let's do this. Let's do using... and then services. No, it's namespace. I think it's namespace. I'm trying to use the new way. So this is now in this stuff. So here I should go core dot services. Cool. Now other place will complain because it was like, hey, I don't understand what that service is. That's perfect. That's what we want. That's why we had the solution. Function URL redirect. But now what? Oh yeah, it's true. It's true. I moved this. So to simplify the call, well, it's true. I did that. I already refactor my stuff. Damn it. I'm so fast. I forgot about that. So what I did was, where is it? I just want to zoom, not scroll. Let's go like this. What? What I did is I moved, because every time I want to pass the settings, because this is where the connection string to the database is, the data storage, let's put it that way. If you're using a database or whatever, it will be abstracted. So you pass the setting and you pass the logger. So I decided, you know what, let's pass it to the, when you create the new instance, and then like the call will be simpler, less parameter. So now I just have this. So I think it's clearer that way. Again, I can go smaller a little bit. Is it too small? Hopefully it's not too small for you. Just there's a lot of text in the screen. It's hard to read. So URL list now. Oh, I will probably need to add the same. Yeah. Voila. So I think it might be the last one. Oh, no, still. Oops. Let's copy that line. save us some keystrokes. Okay, and okay, we fixed that one. I think we're good. Yeah, and only three warning. That's pretty good. So what's one? So the type Unity. Let's go check. Oh, let's close some. I have a lot of. Compared to others, I'm not a big fan of having 10 million tabs open. So here. Oh yeah, because I have two versions. Because I still have it here. I didn't want to break it. So I think we'll keep it that way for now. Because this is just warning. If I remove it, then I will have a bunch of errors. And I won't be able to see if like the code we're working on is like broken. So I think we'll keep it that way for now. I'll close that. Great. So okay, so adding function light LEGHT to solution and fix errors. Cool. So we commit this and let's try to push. Okay, if I try to go in here, can I push? I cannot fetch, but I can push. That's weird. Okay. So now we have lists. List is implemented, right? There's no more logic here. It's just like, hey, try this. If it works, go. If not, like, write an error message. And I think that structure here, because we need, oh, it's a little bit small for you. So I think this here, that's kind of a pattern that we'll be using a lot, because we want to inform people calling that function. So like I need to return something. So we'll probably do it this way. And what I did inside the list is I logged the information, but then like throw, so bubble up the error so it could be catch here and send it somewhere else. So if you don't do anything, you still have some log, but then if you want to share the information, you can. Okay, so we have the list. I think we could try the create now. We can move create. So we'll need to change all of that. That's a lot of stuff. Okay. Cool. So we have create is open. Now in the services, we'll need to go and create a new function, a new method. So public. I'm guessing, what? Do you see that? What? So the task is, hey, thank you for the like. Gator Warzone following. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Really appreciate. So I think I will just copy everything here for now, and we'll work our way to make it work. Work our way. So the task here, I don't think. Yeah, let's go back at public. Public task, and then I want this. So we're working on our URL shortener. We're making some refactoring here so it could be used by others. Because the project was moved recently and changed a little bit. So in the parameter here, I have the HTTP request, but I think I only need, I need the I need the input. It was kind of so I was not wrong. Okay, so let's move this here. And why are you complaining? I don't think I will return the response data. Let's just do an async task for now. It will be async though. Okay, so now I start complaining, and can I reformat that document? Okay, cool. So at least now I have some kind of indentation. Okay, so now we have that. Task doesn't have any instance. What? Yeah, that's fine. Well, we just created the task, so we need to implement stuff. So the result is this. Yeah, we can have that. That's fine. So we do this. Oh, I need to stop doing this. I need to do this instead. Okay, so boom. I don't need input because that's passed as part of the parameter. And trace. Let's remove this for now. So now we have like all that logic here. Okay, let's do this. Copy and paste. Okay, now let's have some fun. Request is null. Create response. Not found. Not found. Oh yeah, because there was some. Oh yeah, so I. Yeah. Hmm. That's the thing, right? So here we're validating. There was a bunch of validation, right? Validation of the input. So we're making sure that something was passed when you create. I'm expecting stuff to say, hey, if what you pass is null, in the Azure function, like you are receiving HTTP request data, and it's a request data because I'm using isolated Azure function. So it's kind of the same thing as an HTTP request, but it's just tiny little bit different. So I would say, hey, like, if there's nothing, well, throw an error. So I think that still need to be here. And then after that, I was like, okay, let's try to read the body because it's a JSON call, right? JSON document. So hey, try to read that. If it's not a short URL request, then throw an error. So this will still need to be here. Then input is now like what we want. So I think, okay, so going back here, what we could do, keep that, and instead it will be this dot URL. And now, hey Blazer, Mr. Magoo, how are you? So now we're starting from here. Because before we're just like more like Azure function setup. Okay, so let's. Oh, but though. Okay, so I need to bring the try, but then I will clean it up. Okay. And I will probably change a lot also in the catch, but that's fine. I'm good. Yeah, I'm happy to be streaming today. I kind of miss. Like, I was happy last Friday was a holiday for me. I went biking with my wife. That was pretty cool. I think we didn't do that since my 21 years old daughter was just a baby, and we were like pulling her in a thing a kind of not a bike trailer. So it's been like very long time, like 20 years. So we went there, and now my wife is like a triathlete, right? She's doing triathlon and stuff like that. So she was going easy peasy, so I could follow her. It was nice though when I did 29, no, how many, 38, 30, 29, I don't know how many kilometers I did. She did way more and way faster too, but when she was with me, she was like pacing herself, so it was good. So I didn't stream last Friday, so I was really looking forward for today. And also we have work, so the URL shortener, I pitched my idea of like refactoring to the Microsoft team, just to be sure, I don't want to break anyone's work, since like now there's clients using it, but also I want people from this stream we were using before to feel comfortable upgrading and everything, so feeling secure. So I have a solution that will fix everybody's problem, so I pitched it. So and I was like, yeah, it sounds great. So we're working on that today. How are you? How was your week? So we said this still stay on the other side. This, we need to move it here. Cool. Oh, I'm missing an assembly reference. What? Whatever, we'll fix that later. Okay. Okay, so if the URL is null, we need to throw the answer. So should the validation go? Maybe that one also go on the other side. I feel like those one, like we know we have an object, but you're doing some release testing. Unfortunately, in this case, it was to be done manually. Ah! Okay, it's fine. Lurking is good. Lurking is good. Oh, yeah, so even if I throw then it will be catch here. And it's not unexpected. Oh, can I catch something different? Maybe I can catch something different. Can I catch... like it's not... You know what I mean? I could throw a type of exception that I catch, so I know. I can do that. Because it's not unexpected. Oh, XML schema reference? No. Should I create my own type of exception? Maybe I need to do that. Like inherit from exception, and it will be like a validation exception. And I could catch that, so I know when it, like it's that type of exception. Like this is like you just like build this. Maybe I could do that. That will work, right? If I do this. Can I do like a manage exceptions? I don't know how to call that. Let's try this just for fun. So I'm here. I will just create another class here. We'll call that right? And we could specify the property called HTTP status code. So So here I could say, hey, catch some shortener exception, and we'll call that short ex. And then I can do something like this. Yeah. So by response, and then like this, that will be the short ex status code. Did we call that status code? Yeah, maybe it needs to be called a status code though. Oh. And the new message will be voila. That's clean. Right? So now shortener exception is definitely not the good name, but this works. So how do we want to call that? Is it shortener manage exception? And where should it sit? Is it domain? Is it messages? Is it part of the service? I think it's part of the service, but it's not a service, but like utility, it's sitting there. So I think it will be there, the class in service. Shortener exception, I'm not sure of the name, though it is. Shortener tool exception, that's a very long name. Maybe that's what it should be. I think we'll do that. I think we'll call that shortener tool exception to be consistent. So let's go here, create a new file. We'll call that shortener blah 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 blah. Voila. And then this class, we'll move it there. And I think that will simplify a little bit what we want to do. So using .NET, cool, and let's go for the namespace. Zoop. Yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah, I like that. It's clean. So hey, this is a manage exception, do this. If it's an unmanaged, like just boom. Still inform. I like that. Hopefully, it's been a while since I did my own custom stuff. Quick fix, invert the member name. What? Member name can be simplified. A name, a message. Okay. Cool. We could. Oh no, we can't. Otherwise, I will need to. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, that's fine. I was like, yeah, we could refact, so like we just pass the exception, the manage exception. But I think this is good because I don't want to refact everything. Okay, so we have this. So now what we need to do is, it was here, right? So instead of like creating this, we need to create an instance of our manage. And so we need to do, so this, oh, but we could, yeah. So here, see here, I was expecting the message. So here we could say, it's a new shortener tool exception, and we'll have to pass now the message. So the message is this. It's just the string. Right? And then what we do is this dot status code equal bad request, and then we don't want to return, we want to throw this. Really? It can be simplified? How do you want to simplify that? Control that. Nah. I think I like that one better. Yeah. Okay, my phone is buzzing. I'm sorry, I just want to make sure. Oops, sorry. What is it? Okay, so we have that now. Yeah. I think I really like that. I like the idea of like that manage extent error, not error, exception. So same thing here. So validate the URL if it's okay or not. So I think we'll copy this here. Now the error message is this. And it's still a bad request. So we can do this, bing, bing, bing. Right? That's cool. Could I, now that we have an exception, I'm thinking, Could I have done the previous one? Like, if there's no object, the thing is, I don't want to, yeah, I think that one I have no choice, because in this specific case, it is a HTTP request data, but if we're in a CLI, or if I'm using a function that is not isolated, it won't be HTTP request data. So I feel like that is, like, it's only true because it's an Azure function isolated. So that's why it's still, yeah, it makes sense here. No URL, that I can move it now on the other one. Oh, I think we already did, right? Yeah, that one is managed. So those two are done. So we could move that, right? So no URL and invalid. So we manage that on the other side. Let's put it in comments. moving stuff. So now we need the storage, right? Yeah, we're here. So where we need the storage, we should already have the storage. Storage helper is here, so I just need to, yeah, why I'm doing that, I think I will create a lazy function, because like I'm keeping repeating that, and I think I will move it. So yeah, I think I will create like a storage helper function, and instead I was just like, it's always the same line. So I will have like a, yeah, I think I will do that on the top. So I will add this. Right? And then I will add still private this. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Excellent. Yeah. So now I don't need that anymore. And I'm just using this. Yeah, I like that. Cool. So I don't need that anymore. So I'm doing some cleaning here. So now I'm trying to create a new row. Oh, we are in an async. Yeah, so it's returning a short response. So let's do that. Async task. Why you like what? Public. Public. Did I do a typo? Async task. Async task. Oh, I didn't. Yeah. I didn't name the function. That's why. I didn't name the function. I want the same name. Where is it? URL create. I was like, what's missing? Why is it complaining? Because. So it's no URL, just like create. Well, method has no name. I thought you were lurking, Mr. Magoo. You're very efficient for someone lurking. Thank you. Not all called ads. Yeah, I know. I'm working on that. Cool. Excellent. So now we'll have to create another exception. And yeah, I love that. Okay, cool. Okay, so we're here. Let's save. We did check, so trim, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now if there's a vanity, we use that. So we do this, but then if it's already existing, we need to create the same stuff we create earlier. So let's go copy paste, because why not? So now the error message is, this already exists. Voila, and the error is conflict. I feel for a streamer, it can be hard to spot things when you're fun. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, you know, when you say public async. Yeah, you're totally right. It's like it's a little bit bigger, but I like clarity. I really appreciate when the streamers, I'm trying to be politically correct here if you notice. I very appreciate when the streamer are making an effort. So I, as a viewer, can see what they are working on. So I do an extra effort to never forget about that. You know, so I would probably go this way. But, you know, though I could, now that we have our two files, I could go this way. So it's even bigger, easier to follow. I think, yeah, that's not too bad. But it is, like, it is in my face. Cool. Excellent. So now this. Cool. Let's do this. Excellent. So now let's save the entity. And now the host. Oh yeah, do we need the host? I think we need the host. I think the hosts need to be passed as a parameter. Yeah, if I check, we had that same. See, like I passed the host in the list because as a library, I don't know what's the host, so I will need to do that. Though, could I have that in my input? So I could have only one parameter? Though it means I will have to change this. So I think it could be another day. Yeah, I think it will be for another day. So I will be doing this for today. Because I think host should be part of the input. What's the F12, I think, right? Just to, I want to peek. Yeah, so hosts is now defined, so I don't need to define it. I will need to define it before. So I don't need that. It's passed. So here, like, I already have it. So now results. I'm creating this. Bang, 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 bang. I log, it's done. If there's an exception, I do that, and I should just throw it. Yeah, I want to log it in case at the other side they are not doing it, but I think I just want to throw the exception. But don't you like retro, preserve? Cool. This should be going there, like that. Yeah, that feels good. So it doesn't like, do we want? I feel like if I'm doing this and like simplifying, feel weird because this need to be there, and like then there's that. I just feel like it's, I don't like that. I feel like this, for me, this is clear. I say, okay, you instance this, and then like you specify that. Yeah, I think I prefer that, even if like the tool is saying me like, yeah, you should do something else. Cool. So now we need to call our stuff. So if we go back in the I just want to use whatever I did here, exactly what I want to do. This is what I want to do. So here, I want to get the host, and then I will call the service, and then I'm calling create, passing the input and the host. Voila. And that gives me the result that was created here. I don't need this. So now this we can remove. This we can remove one space. Okay, so now this, create, bang, and then that's it. Right, we call the service, If there's an handle exception, we show it. If there's an unhandle exception, we show it, and then we build a response passing this. That felt pretty good. What do you think? What's that? Why there's like that little... Okay, so let's give it a try. Can we build that? Netbuild. Oh yeah, because yeah. Why did I do that? Yay! Wah! 68 warning. That's a lot of warnings. Though I lost it, but if I do this... Okay. Interesting. Okay. So... Is there like a... Yeah, I think that was a pretty cool refactoring, and like what I'm looking for also is like cleaning this. So moving the implementing the Open API thing, that will be pretty good. Cool. So look like create is done. We finished it, right? We're receiving that. We make the validation. Unnecessary assignment. It's true. I could just use discard. What? I think it could be this. And even that, why I put it there? I think... Oh, because it was in the using and then it used elsewhere? Okay. Cool. So I think we could push this. Yeah, that's cool. Want to push it? Why not? Oh yeah, I can't from here. Fine. Cool, so we have that. It's done. I feel like we'll still need it soon. Okay, so update then. Feel like it will be very similar. Yeah, I feel like it will be very similar. It will be update. Yeah, even there. User ID. Yeah, I don't need that. This could probably, yeah. I could just say this. Unassign. What are you complaining about? You cannot have everything at the same. Okay, so this is the URL update. Okay, that's what we want. Wait, what? Oh, did I? Okay, so this, we move that. Cool. After that, this validation, if the request is null, we keep it there. Here, if the request is body, blah, 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 we keep it there. Then after we start, but it's not in a, yeah, it is in a try. So let's bring the full try catch. In this, no, just the try catch. I think I already have the return, so I'm fine. No. Okay, this. Bringing this here. Voila. So we say this we don't need. Input. Oh yeah, we don't need to declare it because we already have it. Cool. So now we need the same pattern as before here. Could I implement something easier? I could implement a constructor that has 2 parameters, but then like, yeah. So it will be like one line. Throw new, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that would be better. Right? Yeah, let's do this. So here, we'll create another constructor. But this one was expecting the status code. And a string. And it's calling it's doing this. Can I do that? Or I think I need to pass the other one, right? It's not based. Oh, how do you overload? I'm confused. I think, yeah, that will pass this. So now I could just, oh, I could have, yeah, so now I just do like this equals this, right? That's how you do it. So I'm passing the two parameters. It will pass to the base the first one and then assign the second one, and I will have both of them. Yeah, cool. Thank you. You know, yeah, I think that will definitely help the clarity here. So here we throw, and just say, hey, new exception. Congrats! Hey, you're the first one landing today with 87. That's a good one. That totally worth the thumbs up. So yeah, so throw. No, I won't. Throw a new handle exception, and then we pass the code. The status code was bad requests. And then the message was this. That's kind of clean. Yeah, I like that. So if I go in lists now, oh yeah, it was not in lists. It's all here. So I'll create. No, we are in update. Cool. We don't need lists. So yeah, just throw exception. And it's just like bang. That's clean. That's clean. Like that. Yeah, you want something? Just throw an exception. Throw the new exception. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. In parentheses. And we want the bad requests. Let's move it here. Boom. And comma space. And then description was this thing. And I don't know if it's the thunder, but the herd here is shaking. Why am I? I did this, okay, did this, so now I need to remove all that. Boom. One line, yeah, like this doesn't work. Boom. I like that. It's very clean. This, we don't need it anymore. So efficient. I like refactoring. Host, yeah, we don't need it anymore. Why? Because we are receiving it in a parameter. Input, why? What? Oh, URL entity. So here it's not a short request, it's a URL entity. If I go and up, yeah, okay, I was already there. So I thought we did it correctly. Oh yeah, I removed it. So yeah, it was URL entity. Entity! URL entity! Boom, voila. Yeah, I need to keep my game up, Mr. Magoo, if I want to have some chains to be, you know, lending to. Doesn't maybe on my way back? Nope. Let's wait a little. Okay. Okay, that's good. So we're doing all the blah 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 blah, and here it's the catch exception. So we just do this, and then we just throw. Apparently, that's the thing. Well, yeah. Throw, and we delete all that. Boom. Result. Oh yeah, I need to change the short response. It's this instead. Ah, so slick. I love it. One thing I will have to specify also is like in the code I will have to specify, yeah, like there's two Azure function because of that in the code. Like also in the doc, but in the code. So people looking at it was like, where there's two Azure function with like duplicate of the code. Well, like for the redirect. Okay, so now let's I like so much this new, it's cool. Throw. Conflict. Come on, this is so clean. Oops. Tro. You wanna make sure you're throwing something? Tro. Oh, I'm dropping in capital. Does it look like it's helping me anyway? Oh, there's another one here. Zoop. So let's replace this here. And now we're moving the bad request here. And we're moving the message. Yep. Here. Like this. This is cool. Look, the message template should not vary between calls. Well, it's kind of a trace. Okay, I'm trying to see. Just trying to make sure we re-implement the throw. So here I could just do throw, right? To preserve the stack. yeah, I think we're good. And yeah, there's only one line here. Excellent. We did update. So like that was a good progress today. But I think, yeah, so let's move this. That was pretty cool. So now let's push. I don't know why it's not refreshing. That's pretty cool. So I think that will be it for today, Cloudies. Or just a few of us today, so I won't raid anybody. Trophy for your work. Thank you. I think that will be like a very. I think it'll be a big improvement. I'm just going back to this. If we're looking like implementing this will really help us having a proper solution, and after that we'll be able to have a CLI. We'll have like, if people want to go back again and do like someone was like doing it before with the SharePoint using a list and stuff, or just calling a logic app or whatever, having it in a NuGet package and like implementing whatever wrapper you want again around the logic, that will be the best. So with that, Cloudies, I wish you all a great weekend. If it's not raining here, hopefully we'll have some sun in East Canada. Now I'll try to go outside biking or kayaking. I don't know what I will be doing, but I will definitely try to go outside. So I wish you a good weekend and see you next week. Bye bye.